Alright, welcome back. Here we're continuing on the recording of not epic proportions, where we forgot that we had turned off the microphone. Well, by we I mean I. I guess I will fully admit it. Nick was gargling marbles into the microphone, and it fully disgusted me, so I shut him out of the recording. But in doing so, I also shut myself out. So, really, we're just going to be doing a recap of what we did here, just for my own, memory here. But things are going to be traveling about 4 times the speed, just because, for time's sake. Otherwise, you guys could just watch the gameplay slowed down. I think YouTube has that function. But really, honestly, you're not going to want to. We were just dumbasses. I haven't cut this down. I just will comment on what we're doing. It looks like Hermione has still just one piece of hair. She looks like a Lego hair. And, if I remember correctly, those jelly beans they keep on throwing in there, we constantly are in second place compared to Slytherin. It's like you can't just win by a landslide. So, if I remember, we like to torture this kid. Looks like Philip. Yep. Hey, it's for the race. Zap, zap, zap. I don't know. Poor NPCs. Now that I'm watching this, it's funny how much we got lost in this game, even though I'm pretty sure I was following a walkthrough the entire time. So, I want to say, whoever designed this place, where kids have to travel through little crevices throughout this whole school, they really didn't have adults in mind, I'm pretty sure. I'm not even sure how someone like... I don't know what the guy's name is. Why don't you like, comment, and subscribe, put it in the comments who this guy is. I forget what his name, but he's that super fat guy with the robotic eye. I believe he did Defense Against the Dark Arts, if I'm not mistaken, in one of the later movies. But yeah, he's the guy that looks like his eye is actually a portcullis on a back of a steamship. Yeah, anyway. So it looks like we're fighting off some giant meatballs here. Kind of reminds me of the Langoliers. So if anyone... Actually, let me insert a clip here.
No, it wasn't my fault. I was kidnapped.
There are no excuses! Lying down on the job is lying down on the job.
I don't want my job.
What?
Wait, sorry, not that. So anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and click the chickens. Because I'm Cosmo, right? Yeah. We're beating down the meatballs of doom from a la carte a la Hogwarts Elementary lunchroom smell. Harry Potter's probably gonna go back to class and say, I don't feel so good, Ron. Those meatballs, they're just not feeling right inside me. Well, Harry, you weren't supposed to shove them up your bum. For a second, I thought that was Vern Troyer in the game that we were attacking. I was like, no, never mind, it's not. I was waiting for him to kind of come around the corner with the some sunglasses on, being like, "That's a good little bitch!" Well, this isn't the only time that Harry's had balls in his face. So I'm really glad that I fast forwarded and cut this down a bit, because If I remember, there were a lot of attempts at this puzzle. Even though it's pretty simple, I mean, those balls are spinning pretty fast. And if I remember even, more closely, I think the controls were actually in my hands at this point. And it wasn't until I handed them back to Nick here that we actually were able to, achieve greatness and magic through brotherhood and opening chests. Anyway, we're just collecting the chickens and traveling up the stairs. So, I've been watching this gameplay footage and I noticed something. And maybe it's just a little thing. The fire, it moves on its own. It's like prehensile. It looks like a monkey's tail. You can move it up and down and curve it. This doth no fucking sense make, at least to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. Actually, what are we even looking at? They look like warhogs with spikes on their back, but they breathe fire? And we're firing some green little blobby spell. I guess we're using the Y button? It's been so long. Either way, Harry Potter winds up his arm like he's Granny throwing a baseball when he does that spell. I just want to note that right now. And his little cloak. It constantly looks like he's just getting out of the shower. Now, why are they always wearing bathrobes at Hogwarts? Uh-oh, boss fight. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Looking out, we don't know what to do. Expelliarmus is the disarming charm. Good thing this dragon has 2 arms, so I can disarm him. And too bad that has nothing to do with his wings, which are invulnerable to the disarming Expelliarmus. That's right. Keeps puking yellow goop at us. And oh yeah, I remember actually making the comment, this fight is almost exactly like the Ganon fights. Except you don't have a bottle to throw back at him. Something about bottles Ganon just absolutely hates. He must have been fed too much baby food in a jar when he was a kid. He's like, roar, and then as soon as you hit him with the bottle, he's like, roar, and pukes green blood. Depending on which version you're in. Yes, well done, Potter. We just sent you into a mysterious cave filled with a dangerous beast which no one had even known was there, but we put you in its harm's way and you survived. And you still stand. Yes, that's right. Also, I want to talk about this doucher here. What's he doing there? Why is he dressed like that? I mean, he looks like the Cheezosaurus Rex or something. I mean, why would be a 90s era cartoon macaroni character be in this game? Look at those sprawling acres, man. They probably have one hell of a recess there at Hogwarts. Isn't this magical? Oh wow, I don't even remember there being maps, but apparently we found maps in there. That's good to know for the future. So I'm trying to remember if this is the first time that this must have been the first time since they're doing such an instructional. I mean, I've seen other footage that we did the Quidditch match, but, oh, yeah, the game started fucking up there. I think it was the cord, I'm not sure. I don't remember what the determinant was, but it doesn't matter. The thing is, we always stop and we're like, oh, what's going on? But we're playing a 2000s era GameCube game, and it's like on a newer TV. I don't know. Would I really care what it looks like? I don't. Whatever. It still looks better than our Metal Gear Solid 2 gameplay footage by the end there. Now it just looks like he's flying around a bunch of meatballs. It's funny, all they say is, you just gotta get the snitch. But, you know, when I think of snitch, I think of, you know, just Vin Diesel just screaming, I never knocked on nobody! This whole, like, gameplay just turns into, like, you beating the fuck out of Vin Diesel. It's been muted.
Fuck!
Oh, God.
How long has that happened?
I think when you started doing, like, those gross noises into it.
You did it!
Yeah.
Fuck you, Ben. Don't touch shit.
Damn it. That's a lot of stuff that I missed. Oh well.
When did you do that? When was I messing around with that?
I don't know. We'll be able to tell when the audio stops.
Fuck! That makes me mad.
That's okay.
We had good shit too.
That's okay.
And I think the footage was really good too, other than it cutting out occasionally. Now Ben's in a bad mood.
I'm in a pickle. Now you pick over.
Well, maybe we should change it up. Save and
Sure.
do something else. Are you mad?